Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, here for VDRL Round 9, Season 10. We are here for Monaco, which I'm sure, my God, is going to be a chaotic race. Absolutely chaotic race. I'm joined in the comments box by Yoshi and also YB. Yoshi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. This is going to be exciting because it's been a long time since I've commentated Monaco. Like 3 years ago was the last time I commentated Monaco. It's been a long time, and we know why, because most leagues we're not doing Monaco. It's too tight around here. But this just tests each driver the limits if they can stay on track for 39 laps.
It's definitely going to be really entertaining. YB, I mean, what are your predictions today? You are down in the pit lane, so it's going to be pretty hectic, I think, throughout the race.
Yeah, I think it will. And as we all know, we have at least 2 pit stops throughout this race, so it will completely change strategies, or it might not for a couple of people. They might all stay with the same setups and strategies, but more than likely, because it is Monaco, we will probably see multiple safety cars or virtual safety cars.
We definitely will, and that's definitely a thing to agree. But let's remind ourselves of last round. So I wasn't here last time, but we will go through these current standings at the moment. So far, Kevin Van Dijk is our championship leader, 12 points in front of Tiaz Korsman. So a bit of work needs to be done by him. So that is that's the most important bit actually between those two. Sorry, I've completely got it wrong. That was a pass round. It is 33 points, so even further. So a bit more work to do from Tiaz Korsman. Toro there in third is 110 points away though, so he's got a bit of work to do. Let's have a look at the constructors though. Red Bull up at the top, 300 points. So really, it's not looking like anyone's going to catch up to them. Yoshi, is there?
No, Red Bull have been outstanding this season. Kevin Van Dijk leading the championship by 30 points. We'll see how it goes today. Kevin Van Dijk, Tiaz around here. We'll see what happens because around one of the tightest street segments around the calendar, we'll see what happens though. Anything can happen. It's Monaco.
Anything can happen. You are right. It is Monaco. Qualifying is going to be the most important thing out of this weekend completely. I mean, do put your thoughts in from the Sao Paulo sprint qualifying if you were there to watch it. Hence why we started later today. Obviously from it, it's pretty chaotic qualifying, I have to admit.
Yeah, it was chaotic. Alonso, right, this is a spoiler. Alonso top of SQ2. I'm shocked at Ferrari actually. When I saw their first laps in SQ1, I was like, dang, man, what is going on with Ferrari? So hopefully they can be better tomorrow.
Wow,
for the IRL one.
It definitely is. And the rain, I think, is expected as well. But let's focus on this game now, because we have now got the green flag and we're ready to get going now for Q1. We've only got 16 drivers on the grid today, but 16 quick drivers. Now, is Tiaz Korsman isn't here, and Kevin Van Dijk. So who's going to be the first driver? Usually it's Kevin Van Dijk. Maybe it might be someone else. But predictions, everybody. Please put them into the chats completely. But I'm going to start with you. Yoshi. Predictions. What are you going for?
We got a quality ban for Roby actually. For predictions, I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say Kevin Van. We have some quality bans though. Stay Daisy as well. The Discord stream's having a hard time, so I'm being a bit behind right now.
And out the pit lane comes Kevin Van Dijk. As I'm right, he's a first driver, always on track. He must get an award for that, surely, one day. YB, I mean, the tyres are going to be a tough choice out here. What do you think is the starting tyre and what it will progress throughout the race?
I think if drivers were going to be smart, I'd say maybe hard to try and progress the very first stint and then go for medium, or they could try do medium, hard, medium if they want to try and go fast on the first stint. Try and preserve the tyre load and maybe fuel load in the second stint, and then in the very third stint and last stint, they just go full out.
Definitely, completely. And Toro has left the session. Either that is through to a disconnection. We know he's a famous man of disconnections, actually, so it's a shame he's had that. But we're going to have to obviously focus on Kevin Van Dijk completely, because he has been known for his pole positions out here. But any other driver can take it, and really, it is the crucial one. And all of you into the chat, Boaty, welcome along. And plenty of others here as well. Please do put your predictions into the chat. We'd love to read them. We have the chats open, so we'd love to read them completely. absolutely, as well. And now, Kevin Van Dijk is starting his lap, Yoshi. Take it away.
Yeah, so heading down the main straight, running a bit behind because the disc will get down. All across the line, heading through to Sandra into turn 140 kilometers an hour. Do not break track limits there. Up towards turn 2, uphill, heading through into the casino down at turn 3 through the left-hand side into turn 4. Then you go down the hill into Mirabeau, and now you're about to go 18 to the first sector into the lowest hairpin. We're going to see a lot of cars going around it into lap 1. As he goes around nicely into the right, and now approaching Portier before into the tunnel, around 100 kilometers an hour, now down flat into the tunnel using ERS. It's a flat out right-hander. Don't want to go side by side on the exit of the tunnel into the near Velge again. Flick to the left, right, back into the left. And this guy head into to back. You don't go close to the wall, but not too close to the wall, into the swim pool chicane. You do not want to go off there either, because it's a very, well, we've got a car ahead of him, and now into Raskas. And now into Anthony Notes, into the final corner for Kevin Van Dijk. It's a strong one so far. And now down the main straight. What will the time's going to be? It's going to be a 1:08.944 for Kevin Van Dijk.
Let's see what you can do. We've also had a stoppage there, I think, of one of the salvage, what looked like.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
he got going. Yeah, the yellow flag's back out. That is a slow Williams, it looks like. Possibly.
That might have been Genesis, I think, yeah.
There we go, by the way, so out the hairpin. And Tiaz Korsman is on this lap time as well, so let's see what he can do if he can bring himself up to top tables. But let's also run through the chat. Max Fan has gone from Kevin Van Dijk for pole, Tiaz Korsman, and then Toro. So Toro's been a fan favourite this one because Jan has put Toro, Kevin, then Tiaz. And then Joe Wilson has put Tiaz, Kevin, and then Froby. So a different range of people, actually, so I'm quite interested. But YB, I've got a question for you. I mean, half the drivers have got to be pretty careful on if they mess up a lap and they've got to go round again, that they don't overuse their tyres.
Yeah, it's true that we don't want to overheat their tyres, but I think around here it might not be as costly as if they do mess up. But all I would say is to worry about trying not to go into the barriers and to not try and get any front wing damage.
That's definitely the aim out of all the drivers today. Tiaz Korsman gone second fastest, but still not quick enough to beat his fellow rival and teammate, which is hard to say, both really, and our constructors leaders as well. So they've not got any threat behind, but Kevin and Tiaz, I'm sure, Yoshi, we could see a good last couple of rounds, I think, because we're over halfway of the season now. I think we could see a good couple of last rounds between those two.
Interesting enough, yeah, so his top Ruben hits the wall and then right inside down into Red Bull. But yeah, interesting to see going from Red Bull all together. They are the championship, they're over 100 points. They are on fire, but remember, the point system is different to what you normally do in, let's say, normal F1 points. I think with a come round to go, Red Bull might take it, but between Kevin Van Dijk and Tiaz, it's still close enough to be a championship battle all the way to Zandvoort.
It really come in. Look at that. That was almost close. And that was a Ferrari who's gone into the barriers there. And that is just before. And that was incredible how Ruben has managed to dodge that, even though he's on a lap as well. Let's see what he can do now. To the line he goes. Will he manage to get up to the top? He's had a bit of obstruction there from the Ferrari. And that's going to be such a shame there from G-Man as well. But second fastest after all of that. Actually, that is incredible.
That was very close there. 1 second off the pace with G-Man. What G-Man for Ruben? What did G-Man there? Into to back. That could have been a lot worse of Ruben Hernandez, but he just escaped with just a couple of meters. As Remas now on a lap time as well. But yeah, that was a scary attack. It was scared in. It definitely scared me. Oh my.
That was absolutely mental. Let's see what Remus can do, though. He's got a purple sector too. So, will he bring himself up to the top? We see actually knocks a bit on the right-hand side as he comes up, but up the line he goes. Fourth fastest from him. So, we've got a lot of the quick four at the moment. Vastas, another driver. Froby is another popular one. He's in P7 at the moment. Guido here is going to try and go for a lap as well in the Alpine. It's got traffic on his inside. Not affecting him at all, though. Into turn one he goes. Let's see what the others can do. Driver here in the Williams. Is going to, well, he's on an out lap, so he's about to get going for a lap, but Ruben is still out at the moment, whether that's coming in for an in lap. But that actually brings me back to the good old days when Isaac Hajar was in Formula 2, and he had to do that in the tunnel, if you remember that, Yoshi.
Yeah, I remember watching that. It was pretty into the tunnel. It was crashing it. He was very lucky that year in F2. That could make a whole lot worse for him. It was kind of like what we saw there, but it wasn't in the tunnel. It was towards the back, or just before the swimming pool chicane. If we saw that in the tunnel, I would be surprised if we see it like that some point in the tunnel in this qualifying session. But yeah, he got lucky. It was literally a replica of what happened between Hajar and someone else in F2 that day. So literally, I almost fell out of my chair though. That was just so close. I was like, oh my days! Like that was like millimeters off. But Ruben somehow just found the gap to get out of that and just resume. We went to P2, so he was lucky.
Very lucky steer there from driver there. He's getting affected a bit. He's been so close to the barriers as well, and that's why you've got to be so careful. He's really got to push your car to limits in Monaco, and it's the hardest track possibly on the calendar in my eyes, and probably in the driver's eyes as well, with plenty of other street circuits as well. But here comes driver up to the line. It is going to be P8 for him, so not bad in the top 10. But Toro, a driver who's in the pit lane at the moment, still yet to go out. There's 9 minutes left of the session to go. And Kevin Van Dijk is back out on track. He's obviously still not happy, Yoshi, with his lap time. That's interesting from him.
But he's a whole second ahead of Ruben at the moment, roughly a second. So 108.944, and he got 109.966 for Ruben. So Kevin Van Dijk feel like he might be thinking, okay, I lost a bit of time there. He wants to, create a gap where no one else can catch him, because his teammate Tiaz is even further down, 1.1 seconds back. So he's a whole second ahead. That's a big gap in Formula 1. So it'd be interesting to see if he can improve. But it's at his first lap though. He's still got 9 minutes, 9 halfway done.
No, he's back into the pit lane this time. So YB, I mean, that's an incident there from Tiaz going into the barrier a bit, but he's all right so far. Back out. Let's see what he can do. I'll come back to you, YB, in a minute as he now comes down the start-finish straight. Where is this going to put him? Will it put him to the top of the table? That's a question. No, doesn't. I don't think he even improves on that lap, so he stays third at the moment, trying to beat Ruben. Toro, there we go, is out on his out lap now. But as I was saying, YB, did you get any information about G-Man on his crash?
Yeah, I think someone might have kind of impeded him, I don't know. I think it was one of the fastest, we kind of saw him too late, I think.
Which is a lucky miss for Ruben as well, who's currently in P2. His teammate, though, just about to start a lap out here now. I mean, Yoshi, this is going to be interesting. Will he get the job done? I mean, he's already managed to invalidate his out lap, so that's incredible. But he's got a qualifying lap to go now. Can he put it up to the top of the table?
And the gap is closed with 8 minutes to go. It can be anyone's game. I'd say I don't know, maybe top 3, hit the wall, that's not sprint wing as well, into turn 1, so that might have cost him a bit of time, so that's efficient, probably not now.
Well, as if he is, Toro still trying to push that car to the limits. Let's see what he can do in the end of Sector 1. It's purple from him, so he's already... Look at this, he's in full race mode at the moment. If he can manage to beat Kevin Van Dijk's time, that will be his dream. The front row is the most important thing here in Monaco. The race is also another important bit, but qualifying is possibly the race for them as well. Here he comes now through the tunnel. Let's see what he can do. Will he improve more and more and more? He's still got a bit to go. Let's hope he doesn't clip his rear wheel on the exit of this. The entrance. But no, he doesn't. Thankfully, he's all good. 7 minutes 20 remaining for the session, ladies and gentlemen, and it's getting interesting. Toro touches the barrier, but still flies through. Purple sector 2 from him. Yoshi, we could be on no. He's touched the barrier completely there. Has that gone front wing damage? It has. A front. Oh, he's lost both completely, as you were mentioning earlier. If he can manage to put this up in the top 3, that would be incredible. Up to the line he goes now. What's this going to be for him? It is going to be P2 with a damaged front wing. This is absolutely insane.
He made contact to turn 1. Kevin starts it up again. He lost his end play. It wasn't his whole front wing. So if he lost his whole front wing, that would have been the case. Because I said Kevin Van Dijk, Tiaz, and Toro in the chat there as well. That's my prediction. But Toro smashed it into P2. But Kevin Van Dijk is in a league of his own with a 7-10 gap roughly. Let's see. Does he improve? He does not improve in the first sector. 4 inches on the second down.
Well, obviously Toro is trying to get his hopes to at least finish still finish in the top 3, maybe going into P2 in the championship as well. And at the moment, he's doing a great job because Tiaz Korsman, who is right in front of him in the standings, is right behind, 2 spaces behind him in P4. So not looking good for Tiaz Korsman, whether he can improve or not. Kevin Van Dijk really back on that throttle now. Let's see what he can do. If he had improved sector 2, still kissing the barrier there as well. He comes through the chicane, and now the swimming pool section, still he hits the barrier as well. Does he take damage? I don't think he does, and I didn't actually see if he improved as he now comes up to the line where he's going to be. 5 minutes 30 left in the session. It's getting tense, and there we go, even quicker at 108. And the hopes for McLaren to try and beat that time really are quite slim, aren't they, Yoshi? As I think we lost Yoshi.
Yeah, it's kind of slim. We saw the salmon just cross the line there, but like I said, it's out there for the McLarens, but. You can say this in Tiaz is still in the bit with 5 minutes to go. Tiaz down in 4th. I'm not expecting that because we've got Ruben and Mandy. He's still around 3rd place in this. What is the tightest track? I think we see drivers making contact to the wall, left, right, and centre. But if you make just a slight touch on the wall, you're fine. But if it's what we saw from Turn to Turn 1, that can affect your lap. But like I said, the front row is important because turn 1 is so tight. We've got a server going very slow in the tunnel. I don't know why, but yeah, there has only a tab down there. But yeah, front row important because Sandoval is going to be a tight one. And if you don't have one top chat, you'll see why in a minute.
Definitely. And YB, with these drivers coming out of the pit lane now for the remainder of the session, are they going to be staying on those old soft compound tyres that we were using earlier to try and preserve them for the race? Or are they going to try and use all the fresh ones now just to try and at least attempt to get up to the front?
I think most of them are trying to use their new, softer, brand new tyres.
Which hopefully, I think that would make sense as well. Hopefully, they don't overwork them for the race completely. YB in the pit lane there. Guido is also trying to push. So is Jennis there as well. But Washington Inquis is P6 now, so he's P11. He managed to get a decent lap time of 1:10.1, so a 10th off fast task there. So let's see what Nikos can do throughout the race as well. But so far, all eyes on McLaren and all eyes on Red Bull, Yoshi.
All eyes on McLaren. It's a Red Bull 1-4, McLaren 2-3. These are first and second in constructors. Red Bull in lead, obviously, as you said earlier on at the start of the show. But let's see, Remus in the RB now. We're about to start that. But yeah, we've got Kevin, Toro, Ruben, and Tiaz in the pit lane. I thought they're going to go out for one lap. But the risk with one lap is if you mess up once, you're done.
That is the case, and you've really got to be careful, especially with the cold tyres out here. And it's really going to be tense now because we are closing down on the final few minutes left of Q1, and obviously the whole qualifying because we don't do all the other ones. Anyway, into the barrier there goes Remus, and as we were talking about that, he's got the M plate. He's missing on the right-hand side, so hopefully that doesn't slow him up too much, but he's not looking good. He's touching the barriers quite a lot there, and 2 minutes 50 left to go session. He really doesn't have time to change the front wing and come back out in time.
That was a weird place. I've never seen a car do that. Not those. Oh, yeah.
Turn 1. Is that turn 1?
No, Sandoval's turn 1.
Oh, well, we've had a yellow flag at turn 1, and he's stuck there for a while now.
Oh, he's gone off. That's Guido. That can happen. Obviously you got to come forward because if you got multiple cars going through there. He's lucky most of the drivers are in pit lane, but Tiaz on track. Remus separates the McLaren up to P3.
Well, this is going to get tense now. Remus, wow, that's incredible from him. Knew he'd be quite popular up at the front as well. Not many people predicted him to be up there, but there are sure magic moments in VDRL, and that is the time for you guys to try and, well, not try. If you can, if you'd like to, subscribe here to VDRL. We race every single Friday until the end of the season, but we race every Friday, 6 o'clock UK time. Today's obviously different just because of the sprint qualifying at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix for the IRL F1. But for the VDRL Season 10, we are a part of the season. So if you'd like to be a commentator, if you'd like to be a racer and us commentate for you, if you'd like to be maybe helping with our socials, making graphics, making the videos as well, then again, I praise those guys. So thank you all so much to those guys if they are watching. People also in the stewards, we've got moderators. So please, if you do just want to have something, just come and join our socials. It's all in the link below. And we are a really friendly community as well. So if you do come along, just say hello. And we've got plenty of other drivers who would love to chat with you as well. So please, if you do have the time and would love to, subscribe here for future races here. And you listen to me, Yoshi, and plenty of other commentators in the comments box as well. But now, on board Tiaz Korsman, 40 seconds left to qualify to go. Yoshi, I think this is going to be his last lap. It's going to be tense. He's touched the barrier once again. It looks like that's the line.
He hit the wall during the promo call there earlier on. So Michael's time, he's only a couple, not even a tenth up in the middle sector. What can he do? Go from 5th to 4th. He's got time to go again. But like you said, IFB's got the time to do it. Tomorrow is now into the tunnel. So Remus not going to come out again. So TS down to 4th now. Kevin is still on top. Let's see what Tom can do though.
Well, let's see. That's the interesting part now, as he now comes to the end of sector 2. Is he up? He is up on his time now. And the quick checker flag is out. Remus has taken it. Vastas has taken it into the barrier. It goes Toro, but he's still trying to fight himself to the top of the table. Now comes out the last corner. Where is this going to be? Provisional pole. For Toro, will it be? He comes up to the line. Will he beat Kevin Van Dijk? Kevin Van Dijk is done, and Toro does not do that. But still yet to hear from his teammate, Ruben. Will Ruben manage to do something? Here he comes down to Raskat. This is going to be crucial if he can beat the other Red Bull as well to help McLaren at least do something in the standings as well. But here he comes up to the tables, and he has. It's gone P3, P2 and P3 there. Round goes Nico's son there, and that's going to impede. No, he's doing it backwards now. So he's doing a stylish crossing the line, which is interesting. Possibly getting the stewards will have a look at that one as well. He's got to be a bit careful. In style now to cross the line. But driver now up to the line. He's shown true pace out here now, but he was down in his lap time, so there's no improvement from him. And there actually is. He's gone up to P8, so never mind. But still, a great qualifying. And Kevin Van Dijk is our pole sitter, Yoshi.
Yeah, well on Kevin Van Dijk, I am happy for Toro and Ruben. Where did that come from? He has 5th in this qualifying session, but in his defence, it's like our tracks we go to. He has got to do some work to get back up there, but this is not looking good for the championship.
Well, it is really crucial here, and so far Kevin Van Dijk has managed to do it and pulled it out the park. This is going to be good. Kevin Van Dijk got a pole sitter here in Monaco, and that will be the most important pole position here for season 10. Toro in second, third goes to Ruben. P2 and P3 there for McLaren. So P4 there goes to Remus. P5, Tiaz Korsman, a qualifying to forget. P6, Vastas. 7th, Nico's son. 8th, driver. 9th, Froby. 10th, Lucek. 11th, Werner. 12th, Genesir. 13th goes to Guido. 14th, Master. 15th, stayed Daisy after a qualifying ban. 16th, G-Man after a crash. And Airy Hope there in P17. I believe it was P17 there as well. But, wow. Yoshi, this is going to be a good race, I think, but turn 1, chaotic as hell, I think.
Yeah, like we were talking about it just before we went on air. Like turn 1, lap 1, it's going to be crazy in stand. Well, we were saying we'll be surprised if we don't see a safety car around. The comments go, you'll see.
As I think we're having a few Wi-Fi connections.
They've got to do like.
Oh, there we go. He's back again. As I think, Yoshi, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. You were cutting out a slight there, but.
My wife has been with. Yeah, like I said, 10-1 lap points can be crazy. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, that short and sweet, we say, which is the most important. YB, what are your predictions here for the race? Because I'm sure you're going to get a lot of cars in the pit lane after lap 1.
Yeah, to be fair, I agree with what Yoshi says. I think lap 1, turn 1, there's going to be probably a huge pile up of just the bunch of cars all over the place, like F2 this season.
Well, it definitely is, and I'm quite excited for this one as well, I have to admit, as well. But the countdown is on. We are set for Season 10 here in Monaco for VDRL. This is going to be a good one. One lights, two lights, three lights, four lights, five lights. It's like that's going to be go. Kevin Van Dijk sets us off now. Toro and Ruben are both at it as well. Ruben down the inside. Will he manage to do it? Any instance? And still side-by-side action between them. Any crashes further back? I think, which is amazing. No, we've got a car who's rammed up there. And I think he got impacted. But no, nothing too serious at the moment now. Side-by-side action for the back with G-Man and Airy Hope. G-Man having a terrible start completely as well. Airy Hope has got the inside line but Kevin Van Dijk is still our leader at the moment. Tiaz Korsman fought his way up to the top, and he's currently P3 at the moment. Toro under a lot of pressure. Yellow flags further back. We've got action between Genesis and Vassas. Genesis around the outside. That's contact as well with a Salveni stop now, and that could possibly be a safety car, or at least a virtual safety car if he can get moving, and he can. But Yoshi, that was actually a better first lap than I was expecting.
Yeah, better clean from turn 1, but we've got to take some penalty for someone for cutting the corner. We've got another spin. It's Master that's gone off now. Clean start to turn 1. I am surprised, but Tiaz, what a rocket ship start. We got a crash.
And we have got a crash. That's a safety car, and that's an impact there of Ein in there in the Mercedes. So he's been impacted. We will see now. Is it a virtual safety car? Okay, so virtual safety car deployed. So all the drivers will be asked now to reduce their speed until we get going again. Kevin Van Dijk, though, what a start he's had. Toro and Ruben, 50-50 with their stop. Toro kept his position. Ruben was on for the inside line, but yet it still didn't work out well for him. No front wing damage there from Kevin Van Dijk. He has literally got a clean sweep in front of him. He just has to hold out for 39 laps, which is... stupid to say, but yeah, that's the only way to go. But let's see what Ruben can do on Tiaz. I mean, really, I love when I said it was clean until we got to the that area, and about 10-second time penalties came in. I have to say, YB, how many people have come into the pit lane?
About 8 people have come into the pits.
Which is mental, and I can only imagine that will be front wing changes as well. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so. But most people have opted to try and change up their strategy, as the 3 that were mostly in the middle have opted to go on to some of the new set of hards, while others have decided to go on to a set of mediums.
Which is going to be interesting to see how the strategies play out. But we are back racing again. Toro right onto the back of Kevin Van Dijk. Kevin Van Dijk didn't get a very good start, did he? Dio is wide open now for Toro. Can he get that move done? The only chance he can really get the move done is either here or in the tunnel. Well, that's the interesting bit now. But he is on the chase for Kevin Van Dijk. Kevin Van Dijk really needs to get a win out here. He's been the quicker driver for this weekend so far. But yet Toro might just have the race pace and might put it out of the bag. We've had a crash further back of a Haas, it looks like, and it's that, and of course it's really smashed out as well. Lucek, which is a famous driver, who's now gone down, and is that a full safety car, or is that
a virtual safety car?
Another virtual. We are going to have plenty of virtual safety car, and we'd like to, guys, I would like you in the chat to keep a tally, and we will have a little sum at the end of the race on virtual safety cars and safety cars as well, and yellow flags I think as well. We'll keep it that as well, because that'll be the interesting bit. But 2 retirements so far, and we're on lap 3, Yoshi. How many more are we getting?
In this rate, well, who is out so far? That was, I mean, it was a huge crash. Oh, it's a full safety car now. It's non-stop in a full safety car, and then might someone else paying. We might see more, though, but when we went to grid, we had multiple drivers with a drive-through penalty for spinning under the virtual safety car, so they were going too far on that delta. But yeah, it's Kevin Van Dijk stuff from Toro from TS Korsman, but yeah. We're going to see a couple more, but we had 2 virtual safety cars and probably like 6 or 7 yellow flags so far, if I counted correctly.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be increasing. But yeah, we're still on the virtual safety car conditions. And look at that. The front four goes Red Bull McLaren, Red Bull McLaren. That is really, and I really wish that that it would stay that for the rest of the season. If the standings were that close, I think it would be a great end of the season. But sadly, and quite good for Red Bull as well, are 300 points away from them. So they've got no stress at all. But the standings are still up for grabs from plenty of the other drivers. Toro really is onto the back of Kevin Van Dijk, putting pressure, plenty of pressure on him now. And let's see if we can complete a full racing lap without a yellow flag or even a safety car, or virtual safety car. Fingers crossed, but we can't say anything yet, can we? Toro is still trying to catch up to Kevin Van Dijk, right onto the back of him. And Yoshi, that overtaking, well, there's really no overtaking spots. And there we go. We've got another one here. Who is this? That is Genesis.
No, it's a manual retirement in the pit lane. Never mind. Manual retirement in the pit lane.
Oh, well, thank God for that one. Toro has actually backed off quite a bit there, so something's happened. But yeah, as I was saying, Yoshi, the overtaking spots here, there's really only 2 spots. So for Toro to really do that, he's got to preserve his tyres, surely.
Yeah, it's a game. That's it. It's a game of chess. It's like we're gonna barely see overtakes coming in, but yeah, like I said, 2 spots, and it'd be a gamble to overtake around this track. It's literally gonna be like a game of chess. It's gonna be like we have to wait until we see an overtake.
We really do. Now, Toro really getting close to that DRS, but still nothing. Ruben at 1:13.3 is our quickest driver. No, Remus is taking that 1:13.3. Well, plenty of threes there.
1:13.3.
1:13.3. A lot of threes. And now Toro is still trying to set up. Yellow flags in front now. What's happened here? Is that a driver letting?
That's a Williams still.
That is a Williams.
That was Janitor. He's retired.
Froby there, 1:13.2. He's flying as well. He's P9 at the moment, so he's got Massa EWF in front of him as well. See if he can get that job done sooner or later. Toro, though, really trying to push that car as well. But let's see how Ruben is doing onto the back of Tiaz. The gap there that splits them is 1 second. So he's not even in DRS range, but Toro really pushing on that track limit edges. But YB, when can we expect these tyres, the medium compound tyres, to die down?
Ooh, I would say maybe around about lap 12, lap 13, but maybe in addition with the virtual safety car helping in addition with the aggregation of the tyres to save it, we could maybe see maybe lap 14, 15.
Well, that'll be interesting to see, and it will really be interesting to see who can actually hold out the longest. Obviously, they'll all try and pit, but you can't do a double stack with these guys. They're too close for comfort as well on the double stack, so it wouldn't go well at all. But Toro is still on the hunt, but Kevin Van Dijk is our quickest man on track at the moment, so he is absolutely flying. We have, I think, successfully, Yoshi, had a full lap without... oh, no, we haven't. No, this could be the full lap without yellow flags or a safety car.
Yeah, that's true. To see about with DRS, it's not really powerful around it. You've got one DRS zone along the main straight. It's not really powerful around this track. So it's going to be pure pace. We are pretty much in the middle of the sector. If we can just cross the line, we just want to see that step in without any yellow flags or anything. Come on, we're so close.
This is the hope and dreams that we've had, and let's see if he can manage to do it as well. I'm sure the drivers are listening to this one as well, so don't do anything stupid. Toro now, Kevin Van Dijk rounds the last corner. We are going to have our successful first green lap, should we say, here in Monaco. We can all start cheering in the chat as well from that one, because that is incredible, the fact we've just done that. So congratulations to all the drivers. Thank you all so much for not crashing. Let's see if we can do 2 laps and further on from that one as well. But Vastas trying to catch up to Guido. Guido's a bit slow out the chicane there. Vastas is a quick driver as well, and I think he's pitted as well. So Martin, we can have a look at the pit stops from the drivers, because I'd like to see if he has had 1 stop. They both had 1 stop, so looking like Vastas is the quicker driver. But really, it's just a case of who is the better, who's managing to get the exit of the corners better as well. But here comes a DRS opportunity. Well, this could be the first overtake we see here. Around the outside he goes, and it's done. Nice and easy. No point in fighting that one at all from Guido. And he gets that move done nice and easily. Master AUF and Nikoson. Nikoson is a driver to put up a fight, isn't he, Yoshi?
He is, actually. Nikoson is a driver to fight there with both Aston Martin and Serbia. We're still an overtake there from Bastard, that is actually a gamble to go with DRS. So what I just said, but it looks like Duke Guido actually backed out because I'm stuck on the YouTube stream bit there. He actually backed down the main straight. So Fast's actually got, Fast HT actually got a free overtake there. But Toro round the back of the camera like half a second and on the tyres since opening lap of the race. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, lap M39. They hope to pit soon.
Well, it's really interesting to see who will be preserving their tyres better. We know Kevin Van Dijk is really good at that, and he's in the lead. All he needs to do is hold off that Hungary McLaren behind him. His teammate is doing the other job of holding up the other Hungary McLaren as well. So McLaren are not having a good day. Well, they were having a good day earlier, but T.L. Corcoran got the better start. We know he always does as well. He was our championship lead for a bit, but our current leader in the race now is our championship leader, and he will be increasing that gap as well between him and T.L. as it stands as well. 33 points at the moment, could increase even more, and this is what Kevin Van Dijk would really hope as well. He has been a previous champion, but could he be a multiple champion as well? So Toro is still really hunting him down, but that gap really isn't going down either, and the gap between Tiaz as well there is 1.7 seconds, but Ruben has dropped off the pace completely. So Tiaz can now try and push and overtake Toro and then hold them back as well to, well, knock Toro further down. But remember, Tiaz is in front of Toro in this championship standing, so let's see what he can do. If he can manage to stay in front as well, it could get him even closer towards, and possibly by the end of the season we could see an overtake in the championship standings from those two. But Kevin Van Dijk could possibly take a win, but it's too early to tell. Even though we're halfway over the season, there's still plenty of races to go, Yoshi.
Yeah, there's some plenty of races to go at round 19 of, I think, Victor was it. Oh, man, oh, I don't know, over there. He's hit the front. He's lost his front wing coming into the pit lane from Marseille. So I wonder what happened there.
He seems to be, and
he's done a penalty.
YB, we'll head down to you. That, well, it must be a penalty. And how long was that actually?
He originally had some wing damage throughout his race, but as soon as he entered into the pit lane, he caused even more damage, which held up stayed busy for a while.
Well, that's definitely interesting. Kevin Van Dijk as well, still leading us now. Toro is 0.6 now, so he's got DRS once again. He will get closer, but that move still won't get done anytime soon. Traffic in front as well. You have a flag. What's happened?
He's crossed the pit exit line. That's not allowed. You can't do that. You're going to get a penalty for that because you can't exit the pit exit line. You're going around Sandoval, and he's not done that, which is very bizarre. But luckily, it's ghosted.
Yeah, well, I was going to say he would have taken out Toro there as well, and that would be really annoying, Toro, seeing this ghost come through you as well, which will be a bit distracting as well, which could lose time completely. So I'm sure Master AUF will drop back a bit soon, hopefully soon, to not put off the leading drivers at the moment. But we'll have to see. Kevin Van Dijk already increased his gap by a tenth so far, but still he's got to try and do more. We're still yet to have the pit stops though, and YB, we are moments away from pit lane. I'm sure all the strategists are just planning to get, well, all the tyre guys as well are planning to get those hard compound tyres ready.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll be maybe around about 2 or 3 laps time to make sure that they're ready and go ahead for the second stint.
It'll be the most important stint for the drivers as well, and the last stint as well. So Toro is still trying to catch up to Kevin Van Dijk, but yet that gap is increasing. Just the DRS opportunity is like a thread of a needle as well. I hope I said that right. I don't know if I did. But I mean, Yoshi, at the moment, Kevin Van Dijk seems so comfortable in the lead. I don't think he's under any pressure from Toro.
No, he's not, and his teammate Tiaz. That gap's gone to 2 seconds now. But it depends what setup they have. They can't have the same setup there. But yeah, Kevin, like, it somehow is he? Well, it depends if he's defending or his ERS. Because Toro's ERS now 35% roughly. He's using the tunnel. Does he gain him in the tunnel? He's actually losing time. He's getting a little bit of time in the tunnel. So I'm wondering if Kevin Dyke's actually saving his battery a little bit to defend, but also attacking it as well, so he can maintain that gap. But he's been there now since the start. He's been here from start to now so far. So we'll see what happens. If he can lead to start to finish, who knows?
If you notice, Ruben has been overtaken by Remus. So Remus is now P4 at the moment. Oh, that's because Ruben's pitted.
He
That's
pitted,
because
yeah.
Ruben's pitted, that's
He
why.
pitted, yeah.
So he's taking the early grabs, and that will be interesting to see the undercut as well. Kevin Pitt. So YB, over to you. Is it a quick stop?
Yes, it is a quick stop, and I think he is putting on the hard compound tyre.
I'm sure we can expect to see the other drivers do that as well. Now, Toro stays out, so does Tiaz. Yoshi, is that the right call, or should he have gone in at the same time?
Well, it depends if it's going to be a two-stopper, like we said earlier on, for Ken Van Dyke. But hard compound tyre, lap 12, we've got, what is it, like 28 laps to go on the hards. To me, it might be a no though, but we'll see.
And look at that. That is Ruben onto the back of Kevin now. If Ruben can put pressure on Kevin, this could work really well for Toro as well. Maybe Tiaz working well, but still, I want us to know if Toro will stay in front after. I don't think he will, but it'll be really close.
He needs 20 seconds.
Ruben is right onto the back of him, and that is really, really close for him as well. So Ruben's now just coming. Sorry, not Ruben. Toro is coming through the bus stop chicane there now. Will he come? I'm sure he will definitely come into the pit lane. Now, let's see if the undercut will work. 3-second time penalty, Ruben there. So I'm sure I've seen drivers go over a bit more. He's not pitting.
No.
Now,
is he going to go longer maybe to go to the hards? I'm not sure.
Or is he
like laps, like 15 laps maybe maximum, but it depends how long the medium's going to go for. He doesn't want to get a puncher. If you get a puncher, he will lose the lead, guaranteed.
Well, that is the worst thing that Toro could do as well. Is he doing this strategy as well? What was it? It was Nedzo in when we had the 1,000 subscriber race. When he went onto the soft compound tyres. Now, was Toro trying to manage? And I can't see how he would with 39 laps here at Monaco.
Like if he goes on the hard, yes. He's on the wrong tyre to the majority of the race on one tyre. It's like what it's like what Albon did in Australia a couple years ago. But someone in the chat just said, "Well done, Kevin, clean undercut." So maybe Kevin's going to do an undercut to Toro.
Well,
you might see.
Kevin's being held up at the moment, so that's not looking good from him because that's Remus in front of him as well. Toro could be having hopefully a free stop. And look at that. Kevin is really not liking this at all. And that's allowed Ruben to catch up now. This could be the time for Toro to go into the pit lane and see if he can get out. No, still not into the pit lane. So he stays out, but look at this. Ruben is all over the back of Remus. Kevin did get past him, and I think Remus is still, he's on old tyres. So this could be interesting, and into the pit lane he goes now. So Ruben gets through, but was held up quite a bit there. And, I don't think affected, but Kevin Van Dyke, 112.3, those hard compound tyres are in his favour already. But YB, what strategy do you think Toro's going for?
I think he's trying to extend the stint of the mediums that he's currently on, and he could possibly try to go from a medium to maybe a soft. We're possibly hoping for maybe another safety car or virtual one as well.
Well,
that would be a hard gamble if he did that.
It definitely is a hard gamble, and we'll find out actually soon. Not soon. We've got a couple of laps, and we've had Master for the session.
Virtual safety car.
Virtual or full? Virtual.
That's number 3.
So
come
keep counting, everyone. Keep counting because we've got another retirement, and that was the driver who was holding up. Well, he was getting in front of Toro. Now Toro, this is his time to pit. This is going to be in his favour. It could be a free pit stop, and he is into the pit lane now. And YB, this is going to be close.
Yes, it will be close, but I think he might possibly do it. He does a quick pit stop, which he does.
It looks quick.
Look quick, and he's now on the hunt. He's got an Alpine in front of him. Now let's keep an eye on Tiaz Korsman. Will he get... Tiaz Korsman is pitted as well. Will Kevin Van Dyke get past, or will it be Toro into the lead of the race? Oh, it's getting close.
It's
and
Kevin.
I think... And it is Kevin Van Dyke in the pit lane now. One side, and he's done it. Toro is into the lead of the race now, and he had a really quick exit of the pit lane, and that was a free stop there for Toro, and he planned that out so well, and that was Yoshi. I call it sheer luck.
Kevin had to slow down on the main straight a little bit. I think he was going too fast on his delta. If he wasn't going slow, Kevin would have been ahead. That was like so close. It was, what was the gap when he came out the pit lane? It was like 7/10 of a second. So Kevin just missed out. Toro pitted the right time.
This is so good for Toro. He has now the advantage of warming up his tyres. Ruben, it is now a McLaren sandwich now. So Ruben is now putting pressure on Tiaz Korsman. And we are back racing once again. Froby has got a drive-through penalty, which is not good for him at all. But Ruben is going to try and catch up to Tiaz Korsman. Kevin Van Dijk, though, is going to try and catch up to Toro, our new race leader here on lap 15 after an amazing gamble on that tyre. On his pit stop with a virtual safety car from the retirement of Master A. We're 4 retirements we've had so far, maybe more to come. Who knows? But so far, McLaren are having a better days now, as he's now into the lead of the race. Now, can Ruben get past Tiaz Korsman? He's got DRS coming. Actually, I think he will get DRS. Yes, he will. Here he comes now. Will he use it? And no, I think Tiaz got some as well.
And virtual safety has been deployed again.
And
DRS is disabled.
Airy Hop there is another driver, and that is a big pack of cars there as well. But Toro, 3.3 seconds. Now it's going down even more. So what happened?
How's this last time?
That was interesting. What's happened? And we've had, well, as I said, that we have another retirement again. So 5 retirements again, and everybody keep counting. Can we get a reminder in the chat of how many we're on now? What were you saying, Yoshi?
4. We're on this is our fourth one of the race. I think Kevin Knight might have had a poor start. When we went green, it was a 1.8 second gap on the start finish line. So Kevin must have had a bit of a slow start. But remember, he's on older tyres than Toro.
He is, and it's going to be interesting to see how it's all going to play out. I think we're back. No, we're not even back racing. Toro was flat.
No, still yellow.
Still yellows at the moment, so we're about to go green hopefully soon, but there's traffic, lots and lots of traffic to get through these drivers, and they can't overtake. So there we go, back racing again. Guido is at that traffic, and there he is, he's laying out the way. The Ferrari of State Daisy, I'm sure, will be getting out. Oh, is that G-Man maybe? I think it's no, State Daisy will be getting out of the way. Well, he's ghosted anyway, so it's not a huge problem. But Tiaz will take this advantage because he can get DRS from him. Which I'm sure he's done, but look at that, Ruben right onto the back of Tiaz. DRS open for him. Will Ruben manage to get past Tiaz? These guys have had plenty of opportunity, well, plenty of seasons to get, well, actually no, it's been about 2 seasons, but these two have been racing a lot and close together, so they know what they're both capable of. Who will take better advantage of this? Tiaz Korsman still trying to defend off a previous champion as well. Both are champions at the moment, but I'm sure they're hungry for more and more and more. But so far, Kevin Van Dijk, our championship leader, P2, and it's not looking good for him with Toro, who's had the advantage of basically a free pit stop, but a close exit out of that one, Yoshi. But I'm sure this will get even more exciting throughout the race.
Yeah, gap 2.1 second, both just said, Toro, this is your time to win the race. Lap 17, Toro is leading, but we got to keep an eye on that gap, 1.9 seconds. That gap is going down and back up again. All Toro's got to do, and Froby's been disqualified for driving the wrong way, for ignoring driving penalty actually. So Froby's been disqualified for ignoring the penalty, so he's out. Toro is leading, but can he keep it?
Well, that's the other bit. Yellow flags, but that's obviously just because he's a slow driver from his disqualification at the moment. They can control this one. Kevin Van Dijk, 112.2. So that is that one done for Froby, which is crazy actually, the fact that's happened.
Ignoring a driver penalty, he'll have reminders of saying driver penalty tomorrow, 3 laps, 2 laps, 1 lap, and obviously you can't serve under a virtual safety car. So either he forgot, or he didn't have time to do it, but he had plenty of time to do it.
Well, he's had plenty of time, he's now retired there, so that's him done. Toro is now trying to catch up as well, but that's actually quite good for the other drivers because they're now scoring even more points for those guys. Now, Kevin Van Dijk, that gap is 1.7. It is in, well, such a big favour for Toro, and he is possibly the luckiest man in Monaco.
Yeah, that's true. Luckiest man in Monaco. Yeah, if you want to win a race, you've got to win Monaco. And look at Tiaz. Toro is still leading, and it looks dry because it is some cloud cover, but it's still looking dry. But yeah, came out like 1.8. It's staying the same, but it's slowly moving towards it. With 20 laps to go next time, 21 laps to go next time round. Looking at the average gaps, he will get in, but in a couple of laps.
Yeah, I was going to mention those clouds. I remember the start of the race, it was pretty clear, and the grey clouds are now coming in. So are we in for some rain as well? And if that is the case, YB, strategists are going to be panicking in pit lane.
Yeah, I think they will, but I don't think immediately they'd be going on to a set of intermediates. I think they should be trying to edge it out a little bit, try and feel until they are fully lost. Fully lost the tires, and then make the right call. But I don't think we might get rain anytime soon in this race.
Which should make sense, actually, because so far Reeves is having a horrible time on his slick tyres, his hard combat tyres, because he is under a lot of pressure there from Nico-san, but Nico-san got dive bombed into turn 1 as well. So I can't think of anything worse of a wet Monaco Grand Prix. I mean,
no, well, and it depends, because why we say, like, when it starts raining, it depends if it's heavy rain or light rain. You gotta wait until just get to, you can't just go into it straight away. It can happen. We've got 20 to go, but Nico's done his nowhere game because he's on the touch of 15 laps on a step hard. Kevin Lake update for his gap 2 seconds. So Toro is keeping a manageable gap.
He is, and he's Vastasso fighting with G-Man, touching the barrier as well now as he comes in to the chicane. Will he get? No, he will back out, and that possibly could be some damage. I can't see any damage on the end plate, can you, Yoshi?
No damage at all for both drivers. No, we're good. Both drivers.
As he now continues to sit there. Well, if G-Man can manage to stay in front, but Vastas is going to be all over the back of him like a rash. Let's see if he will get that move done soon, though, as he now comes up across the line. Will he get that move done around the outside? Maybe he switched to the inside. He's looking. No, still not getting that move done. The DRS was not powerful, and we know that G-Man was on the power ZRS as well, and they are close, those two, and really you don't want to be too close because you could cause a crash out here, Yoshi.
Yeah, G-Man's on the top for 6 laps now. I don't know how he's staying ahead of the Saudi. He's got a pit stick with soft tyres. They're going to the grade more than the medium, and that is a fast HT on the medium compound tyre. Rest of them are on the hard compound tyre, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. But we'll see if he makes a mistake coming out of the Porte now into the tunnel. He almost moved everything, but he did touch the wall on the left-hand side. Will he do it again? Nope, he keeps it more, not as wide as last time.
It doesn't, and Vastas is really all over the back of G-Man this time. This time it could be the move, and I'm sure when he gets past him, he will fly off as well. But G-Man, an awesome defense out here for the VDRL Season 10. He is in the Ferrari, so a strong contender for these guys as well, with his teammate Dave Daisy currently last at the moment, which is a shame. Obviously Monaco is not their track, but G-Man gets an awesome exit out the last corner, and that really slingshots him away from not getting overtaken, and Vastas seems to be struggling a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. 6 laps old mediums, just 7 laps old soft. The medium competition should be more advantage, but he's not finding the pace. He's just making mistake after mistake after mistake into Mirabeau. What's this going to be into the low hairpin, probably nowhere, because it's too tight for going over if you go side by side and stand, not stand by this turn. We'll see though, because the only advantage he's going to have is DRS, but like you said, it's not really powerful enough. So right now, he's just sitting duck behind G-Man.
He basically is at that point. YB, we can expect to see G-Man coming into that pit lane pretty soon, because those soft compound tyres are definitely the wrong tyre to be out here.
Yeah, I think they will, but he has already had 2 stops already, so I think he will more than likely will put on maybe a pair of mediums or hards, but I think at this stage, I think he'll probably be put on mediums.
Definitely, completely understand that one as well. Well, hopefully he will be pitting soon, because that will allow Vastas to try and run at front. But let's have a look at our front 4 at the moment. Tiaz Korsman is catching up to Kevin Van Dijk. Now, Yoshi, what has happened to Kevin Van Dijk? 2.6.
What's going on?
2.6.
I don't know what's going on with his pace. He's on 11 up on the hard, but Toro and Tiaz are on the same tyre. I don't know what's going on with Kevin Van Dijk's pace. If he's in the top 3, we've got Ashtar, but Kevin's touring off, and we do not see him fall off like this unless The only way I can think of this, if he's saving ERS, but why would you do that in P2? You got to attack. And right now, I think he's just depending on his own teammate, and I'm kind of surprised about this.
I suppose you are really as well, because his teammate is going to possibly team orders could be coming into effect. But with these guys both fighting for the championship, will there be team orders?
We do apologise. Will's mic has broke for a little bit. Hopefully we'll be back soon. Death Horseman is still behind Kevin. I'll take over so his mic comes back in. But yeah, Death Horseman still behind Kevin Van Dyke. If this mic is working, I'll do apologise. But I think Will's mic's done. Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Hopefully I'm back. Yeah, as I was saying, team orders, could that be something with these Red Bull drivers?
Yeah, maybe. 3.2, it's going down and down, and I don't know, because Kevin and TS, they're not in a call together, so obviously they're racing without team orders. I don't think if they're not in the same call, I mean, the only way that's going to happen if Kevin knows he's not fast enough, but he'll let TS through. But as a championship leader, you want to stay ahead of him because the gap is close enough where it could be a little bit closer right now. But if I was there, I'd stay ahead. If I was championship leader, I'm like, yeah, I'm not giving a position. I want to stay ahead.
What you have to remember is that they're not fighting for the constructors anymore, practically, because I want to say the Red Bull are the winners of that one already,
Yeah.
300 points. So I think that's possibly the main reason why they're not switching, and it's all just eyes on championship hope. So that's one to keep an eye out for. If they do make the move, that'll be interesting to see why they would have done that as well, if it is just sheer kindness, or if there is a reason behind it. Anyway, Toro, though, is still 4.2 seconds up the road.
Seconds.
And but remember, he's on 9-lap old tyres, and so is Tiaz Korsman. And that is why Tiaz Korsman is so tight up with him. But why be? 12 laps on the hard should not be dying down.
Oh, it shouldn't be dying down this much, but I answered your question with before about team orders. If I were them, I would have switched by now. It's to allow Tiaz to potentially, if he's got the pace to attack.
Ooh.
To attack Toro.
He was into the wall.
Heading back to YB, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I would say that to allow Tiaz to go through, if he has the pace to attack Toro, so that he can be, then they can try and battle it out to maybe help Kevin at least.
That's definitely the case as well. And now Vastas onto the back of G-Man as well, looking for a move around the outside. No, that was going to be too risky to do. These two have been battling for so long. And just when will that move get done by Vastas? He's so close this time. The hard compound tire, sorry, soft compound tires must be going at this point now, because look, he's completely missing the apexes as well. As he now comes to the swimming pool chicane now, we are going to head up to the start finish. He's going to have DRS opportunity. It's already popped up on his dashboard. Let's see if he can get this move done. And DRS opportunity, he's got the slipstream, he's got the DRS, using the DRS, but so is G-Man, and G-Man stays ahead once again. But still, Vastas almost into the back of him there, and he's getting even greater. G-Man, awesome defending now, and really he's using all of his ERS. If Martin, we're going to look on board with G-Man, what his ERS is running now as well, because he is right on to, he is right to the back of him now.
Rain has started. It's raining.
Is it raining? Oh, it is.
Yeah,
raining.
Ruben's got intermediate tyres.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is gonna. He's taking the gamble.
That's too early. That's too early.
No, well, could this be because Ruben knows he is not going to catch up to the front three, so he said he will take a taster for Toro to tell him, shall I take? Well, do you take the gamble now, or shall I wait it out until it gets really wet? That is what that's what Toro is waiting to hear from Ruben in order for him to win the race. I think that is the way it's going to be. And as it stands now, YB, it is raining and the track is going to start to get more and more wet.
It is, but again, I think it is too early. I agree with Yoshi. I think it is too early to tell. But I think you might be helping Toro a bit.
As well.
Lots of people are putting now, and G-Man actually might have had a bit of a gamble now, because he could go onto the intermediate tyres and maybe still stay in front of Vastas as well. That could be the hope for him. Now, how long is it going to be raining for is the other part, so that was another interesting bit. But who is that? Kevin and Ruben, Kevin and is that T? No, it wasn't. That's a Sauber.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
Kevin,
yeah.
Kevin is on for an intermediate. His hard combat tires were not working. He crossed over the exit. They're pretty soon. I think he wasn't out of the line yet, so he got a warning for that one. So he's got to be careful. Big sliding there as well from Kevin. So it's not wet enough as Martin's controller has died. There we go. We're back again, and Kevin and Ruben still they're the ones to keep an eye on. If the gap it will improve for those two, it is definitely getting wetter and wetter, Yoshi. But when will we see the front two pit?
Well, normally the game will say DRS disabled. We'll see that as well on our top of our screen, but it depends. I think they'll know if they're sliding too much, as we saw Toro did, but let's see what Tiaz will do. Will he pit? No, he's staying out a little longer. I think they'll pit when they think it's ready. That's all I'm going to say, but it's going to be a couple of laps. Lap 20 and 39, it won't be like they won't stay on this type to the end. It's way too long to stay out this long.
It definitely is. YB is getting a bit heated now in the pit lane, and some people are wondering whether to put up the umbrellas or put on keep the t-shirts on as well. I mean, it's a tough call at this point, is it?
Yeah, I think it's spitting up here now. I think I'm just in the pit lane, so I think maybe it could be a mixture of both, but this just depends on your preferences, I think.
It definitely
Jordan Jones going to pit in.
Kevin Van Dijk still is trying to fight, and let's see, he is wheel spinning quite a lot, so it is still dry on track, but you can see the rain actually hitting the car quite a bit now. Vastas 10-second tyre penalty, which is a shame because he was having a good battle with G-Man. Now G-Man has pitted, and so has Werner as well, so plenty of drivers into the intermediates. Now the ones yet to pit are the front two and P6. Now Toro, he's almost going to the barriers there. Tiaz Korsman pushing the car to limits. He will pit as well because look, he's fighting with the car too much. And now YB, over to you in the pit lane for Toro.
Yeah, he's coming to the pits now, and I think he's had a very fast stop for intermediate.
As he comes up the pit lane now, and it's going to be close because Kevin Van Dijk is just rounding the last couple of corners, but still seems pretty comfortable. Now, will Kevin do Tiaz? That's the other question. As now Tiaz exiting, I don't think he will. He won't. No. And there we go. That's a move done. So Tiaz Korsman is now back behind his teammate and his championship rival as well. So this is going to be a bit more interesting now as the rain's hitting. Now, will Toro's tyres warm up in time before Kevin actually catches him? It's 4.5 the gap. Let's see if that changes, Yoshi.
Yeah, well, let's see if it changes. The gap is going down, but remember, Kevin's got warmer tyres than Toro, and yeah, they both pitted this lap. So Kevin's got the advantage, but that advantage is going to go away. So Kevin's got to put as much gap as he can while he has the advantage.
It definitely will, and we've got 10 laps left of this Grand Prix to go, and it's getting even more tense now as well. I'm surprised we've not had any crashes. The fact it's been the rain, they've been really dry, which is merely hard to understand that. But Kevin Van Dijk still trying to do something. 4.5 is now 3.9. The gap between these two. Toro will be seeing this and worrying a bit, but as I say that, Kevin skims a barrier as he comes through the bus shop chicane there into the swimming pool now section, and still he is still sliding quite a bit. Now as Toro, if Kevin's sliding, Toro will be sliding all over the place.
That is true, and again we see Kevin's gap is going down, and it's going down hard. But like I said, Kevin's got the advantage, but Toro will have the advantage that Kevin's got a minute ago. But we'll see the gap. I mean, the explanation I got from that is Toro's making mistakes. So I'm sure enough the DRS would be disabled by now.
It would be interesting, I think. We've been requested. Not requested. We hope one of our members here
safety car.
in the chat I want safety car and Martin to spawn one. So Martin will be doing everything he can in his power to spawn a safety car. And now Yoshi, that rain is hitting harder and harder and harder. Those intermediate tyres were quite cool, but let's have a look at that 2.4 now. This is getting close, isn't it?
It is getting closer. The rain's getting heavier. Let's go into Sirius has just been disabled. So now it's on pure pace, but no one's in DRS range anyway. If it gets too much wet, the intermediates are going to slide off, but I don't think they might get to set for wet, but it's going to be intermediates to the end, hopefully. Let's see, Kevin Van Dyke 1.9 seconds, but we've got to remember when Kevin gets ahead, Toro will get the slipstream, and then he'll get the advantage that Kevin has got currently, with 9 laps to go, 8 laps to go now. It's getting closer.
He definitely will. And look at that. That's Toro in his sights. Toro had a terrible turn 1. And now Kevin Van Dyke, we know, is quick in the rain. Toro usually is quick in the rain as well. Maybe not in Monaco. And now Kevin Van Dyke may just be clenching his fist, getting ready to get that move done. Well, here's the interesting part, everyone. If you have just joined along, we've got a lot of retirements. But our front 4 are the ones to keep an eye on. Toro has led the race for such a long time till the rain hit and went for the late gamble as well. So Kevin Van Dyke onto the back of Toro. Remember, no DRS anymore now, so really close between the two. It is just sheer skill, as Yoshi was saying, as well. So hopefully we'll get, well, we hope that Toro will manage to keep in the lead, but will Kevin Van Dyke manage to get that move done as well? That's the question, and put your predictions to see if he will do that as well. We'd love to read them out loud. 8 laps to go left for this Grand Prix, and it's really getting tense. Still tapping the barrier, Kevin Van Dyke. Well, Yoshi's going to be quite careful with that because he can end up getting front wing damage.
He was close on the exit on the mid-Belgian chicane. But he looked quicker than Toro in the last couple of corners. But Kevin is pushing. He's pushed so much that he's not allowed to harvest anymore as well. So he wants to get ahead of Toro as soon as he can. But Toro is just, well, the gap's going up and down like a trampoline. But we'll see. Is Kevin or Toro quicker in the corners?
Well, that's the interesting bit. Kevin Van Dyke still trying to catch up as much as he can, maximising. Look at that, just from that one corner. He's already in within a second now, and Toro is really feeling that immense pressure because he is getting even closer now. Tiaz Korsman will be cheering along Kevin Van Dyke if he can get that move done as well. Just, well, hoping that less points between him, Toro and Tiaz together, so that won't go well at all. But Eric gone Alpine in front. Guido there is holding him up, distracting quite a bit out of the way he gets now, and that's, I don't know if that's distracted Toro a bit because it's 0.6, 0.7 up and down as you were saying. Oof, this is going to get really close, I think, towards the end of the race. 7 laps to go, and he's right in the sights now. When will this move get done? It has to be any time now, really. No DRS as well. It's only sheer slipstream. The rain is not going to be helping at all with these drivers. But Kevin Van Dyke, when will his tyres run out? Well, probably not anytime soon, but Toro, his tyres have to be warmed up, but he's just not quick enough in the rain out here. Kevin Van Dyke right on to the back of him. That move is going to be done soon, and Toro, if he gets an okay turn 1, will be saved. But last time he had a terrible turn 1, which allowed Kevin Van Dyke to catch up even more. Oh, and he's so close now, Yoshi. It's actually really scary there for Toro.
Yeah, it's getting scary. I am literally like, oh my gosh. But let's see, it gets closer as well. But let's see, with 3/10 of a second, that gap has gone down. But obviously, it's not much overtaking spot here. But Kevin needs to get ahead. Toro slows down, and that's contact. And Toro takes a little bit of a slide there. It's getting very close.
Kevin Van Dyke punting Toro there into the back, but still doesn't get that move done and takes it respectfully there. Toro still leads us here on lap 33 out 39. It is getting even more tense now because Kevin Van Dyke sliding the rears there, which is probably affected him even more. Yeah, the time is going up, 0.7. Toro may just quite like that one and will try and run up at where he can, but Kevin Van Dyke seems to be quicker in the corners this time. Look, all over the back from that rain is hitting harder and harder. We are probably quite far away from wet compound tyres. That's not our worries at the moment. It's whether these two drivers will manage to make it to the top. Still, no retirements so far. We've had a good couple of laps as well, which is surprisingly, well, quite surprised. But look at this, Kevin Van Dyke right onto the back of Toro. He's sniffing the rear, touching the barrier with his rear tyre. He has to be careful with that one. And really, Kevin Van Dyke is pushing so hard. YB, Kevin Van Dyke tyre could be running out soon because he pushed too hard.
Yeah, I think he will hit maybe soon, but then again, with it only being 5 laps left to go, I think he'll be needed to try and just stick this out.
He probably will. Kevin Van Dyke still at 0.5 off from Toro. Toro still leads us here, lap 34 out 39, and it's getting even more closer. The gap, remember, Yoshi, 4.5. It was now, lap 34, 0.6. So it's really closing gap as well. But here, well, let's see if he can get that move done.
Oh no,
No, he's too far back, isn't he, Yoshi?
his pace is falling off. I think Kevin's lost the advantage, and that Toro's got now. It's 6 tenths of a second. We saw Kevin make a mistake there, but Kevin's got to keep trying. You got to keep trying. Tiaz would want you to win. Obviously, you want to win as well, Kevin. But we are watching Tiaz now. We want to watch the battle. Yeah, 7 tenths of a second, 8 tenths of a second now. It's gone up for Toro. Toro might be happy with this, but again, like I said, Kevin's tyres is starting to fall off, and they're not going to pit like Webby said with 5 to go. So it's advantage Toro.
It's advantage Toro at the moment, and let's see if he can keep that up. Look at that, that gap already 1 second. There we go. Kevin Van Dijk's tyres are slowly dropping now. Toro will be liking this quite a lot because he has got the young tyres and is still going to try and push and push. Tiaz Korsman there is joining in a bit more where he can. He is literally only 3 seconds down the road, so he's not far at all from him. So it's going to get really close between those guys as well. So Red Bull are having a good day in the wet, Yoshi.
Yeah, Red Bull are having a good day in the wet. They're on the dull podium right now. Tiaz Korsman, he's on the podium because you can see Ruben 18 seconds back from Tiaz, plus with penalties, that's 21 seconds now. But Kevin Van Dijk with that, yeah, 83 second penalty for Ruben. But Kevin Van Dijk, it's going up 6 attempts. It's going to be close. But like I said, it might be a badge of score, but we'll never know, because if Toro makes a mistake, Kevin needs to, be on his toe. Kevin cannot be caught napping. He needs to be on pace. He needs to be concentrating all the way through to the checkered flag.
He really is. Kevin Van Dijk really trying to put that, the immense pressure onto Toro. Now Toro is really going to feel it quite a bit. Kevin's going to give everything he can just to keep himself ahead of Tiaz and maybe in front of Toro if he can, to increase his lead in the championship. But Toro is preventing that one and maybe holding him up because Tiaz Korsman is 2 seconds now. It was 3.2. It is now 2 seconds. And look at this. This is incredible from him now. Kevin Van Dijk really trying to push to the limits as well. So let's see what he can do. I will be handing over the comms to Yoshi for just 5 minutes, as I will be taking a quick break for a reason.
Yep, no problem. Well, yeah, as we've got 4 laps to go now, as Kevin Van Dijk is getting close now into the mirror bow. Toro is defending like it's enough. Toro needs to defend this as Kevin gets close now with half a second gap. Toro needs to keep this up. They're both on intermediate tyres. The rain is coming down. It is heavy, but no one's going to pit for step west now, because that's going to be a waste of time. You lose 20 seconds in a pit stop there. But look at that penalty. We're moving around just 3 seconds. Demo with 3 seconds and Vastas with 10 seconds as he cuts Stan Devot as I've seen. That's what I thought, I presume. But let's see, the gap is now half a second for a yellow flag in the first sector, and that might in the final sector. That might be the Alpine of Guido in 11th place. There was a front wing. Was that a front wing there from Toro? I don't know if I saw a front wing go off there from Toro. Can we have a look? Yeah, he's lost 10 plates. Toro's lost 7 plays. Advantage now goes to Kevin Van Dijk. Sorry about that, my bug's in the face, man. Toro is. You know what? Place is doing bug. Sorry about that. As Kevin Van Dijk needs to get. Kevin Van Dijk needs to get the advantage now. As Toro has lost part of his play as well. But Tiaz Korsman, as Will's been saying in the last couple of laps, is joining the battle. Because like we said, like Toro and Tiaz are on the same tyre age. They pitted at the same time. A lap for Tiaz and for Toro, 10 laps for Kevin Van Dijk. So advantage is going to fall into Kevin Van Dijk's hands, because Toro, a little bit of an end play, is going to cause his car to act a little bit differently. As people in the chat say, like, Toro, this is your time. We're going to go on. There'll be no more first stage cars. There'll be no more stage cars. We've got 3 laps to go. It's going to be so close. 8 tenths of a second. Diaz also behind Kevin Van Dijk. We're on board with Kevin Van Dijk now. With 6 tenths of a second. Separating now 4 tenths of a second. If Kevin's going to make a move, it's going to be on the main straight, because no more DRS, because I said it'll be about pure pace. As we're watching Kevin and not sorry, from Tiaz might make a move actually, as yes, it's going to be quicker than his teammate Kevin Van Dijk on the penultimate lap now. Lap 38 of 13, the longest race in our VDRL calendar. Because Monaco is the shortest track on the season with the original distance being 38 laps. And Kevin Dyke's made a mistake. Tiaz pushed him a little bit. Kevin Dyke's lost time. That's going to help Toro good there, as Kevin Dyke might not be impressed with that. That could be a whole lot worse than there for Kevin Van Dyke as Tiaz Gordman. As Tiaz Gordman now needs to stay ahead now. Let's see, can he do it? It's going to be so close, as it could be anyone's game. But will that affect the tyre temperature? I think so, because he had to be on the brakes there, so that might be a bit different temperature there for Ken Van Dijk as he tries to, yeah, it's now a second. I think Tiaz Korsman, hate to say it, that might have always hit the wall there for a good measure. To Toro might be our race winner, but you never know, as mistakes are being made left, right and centre there, as we saw the tracks that cover a little bit there, as we are about to start the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix here in VDRL. Lap 39 of 39 is getting underway right now. So we're on board with Tiaz as the battle for the lead is technically ordered. This your race leader, as we were not expecting this. People have been saying Kevin, Toro, Tiaz. I said Kevin, Toro, Tiaz were the top three. That's for qualifying. But it's Toro from Kevin, from Tiaz on the podium. But as he approaches Mirabeau for the 39th time and for the final time tonight into the lowest hairpin, it is going to be one of an extraordinary race there as he enters Portier for the last time. As Tiaz Gordman still battling Kevin Dyke, but don't forget to report now into the tunnel. Now, this is a dry part of the track, but it is not going to be there for too long, so the tyres will not be affected, just be in the dry for like 6 seconds. Into the lowest hairpin. It's been a great race for the starters. We had 4 or 5 virtual safety cars. We didn't get one full safety car into the back for the last time. He's in the wall. Will that affect him into the twin Porsche again? As long as he doesn't get a penalty, as long as he keeps it on the road, he will be our race winner tonight.
And here he comes now. Toro is going to round the last corners, and an awesome drive from him. Kevin Van Dijk missing out quite a bit as well. Now, here he comes now out to the last corner. Toro has amazingly, after an amazing defence from him, gambled so well. He comes up, he wins the Monaco Grand Prix here for Season 10 of VDRL. And what a race that was. Ruben as well in the top 4, and I'm sure he's far away from Remus as well. So great job from those guys. But Kevin Van Dijk will be a bit annoyed after missing out from Toro completely, Yoshi.
Yeah, because Tiaz Korsman actually pushed him, and Kevin like lost the back end for a little bit. So Tiaz might have cost him the win, but I don't know what's going on with Ruben. Why is he throwing? He's spinning. He can't up. Is he trying to lose P5 on purpose? Lose P4 on purpose? He spins coming out of the final corner. Is he allowed to do that? I'm not sure. I think he's giving Remus P4 here.
I think he is. It looks like it, because is that in there? No.
Yeah. No, that's the lap car.
Oh, is it?
Where is Remus? He's P4 anyway.
Oh, well.
That was weird.
There we go. That's P4.
Oh, he's around the final corner. Yeah, that's. Oh, and that's another 10-second penalty. He drops to the back of the field as we lost the time. We lost the tower for a little bit. But yeah, that was interesting there. But yeah, Kevin will not be happy with that at all.
No, not at all. What a Grand Prix this has been. Thank you all so much for watching this race as well. It has been awesome job as well from all of the drivers, especially with these hard conditions towards the end of the race. But don't go anywhere, because it is time for the interviews as well with the winning drivers. So it is going to be really good to hear from the strategies as well. Well, I really want to know what's going to happen as well with that bit. Now, we have got an announcement, and there is a reason why Ruben was doing donuts. And please do all listen later on. This is an announcement from Martin Van Dijk. A sad announcement, and it will be the final race of Ruben as a driver this season. He'll be stepping back from driving, but remain part of this league as an admin. So he's not going anywhere. Thank he thanks everyone on track, and we thank Ruben so much for such awesome racing action he's provided us commentators for the previous years, and best of luck for what is going on to next. Thank you so much, Ruben. What an honour it has been for you racing with us, and hopefully we'll see you in some fun races as well. But let's remind ourselves, Toro is our winner, and that has gone really well for McLaren. P2, Kevin Van Dijk. P3, Tiaz. P4, Ruben. And thank you so much, Ruben, for everything you have done from all of the commentary crew as well. P5, Remus. P6, Nikos. And P7, Driver. P8, G-Man. P9, Werner. 10th, Vastas. 11th, Guido. 12th, Stay Daisy. 13th, Eric Hope. 14th, Master. 15th, Genesis. 16th, Lucek. 17th, Dominique, I think it was. And then it will finally go on a bit more when it loads on the stream, and I can read it out, which will be in a minute. There we go, Dominique. And then the last driver was Froby. There we go, after a disqualification. So I'm sure we will have. I'd love to have Ruben into the box as well, because I'd love to speak to Ruben. But that's a shame, Yoshi and YB. We are losing a champion.
It is indeed. Hopefully we've got words that we will do volunteers with Ruben if he wants to. So it'd be nice if we speak to him for one last time as a driver. So it's very sad, but he's been an amazing driver from many seasons ago in this league. So yeah.
So we will now be heading on to the interviews, and we'll be speaking to our guy, 5-time champion Ruben here.
Wow.
So, which is incredible for a league, and we couldn't have asked for anything more. A kind driver in all of our chats as well. So head over to the interviews, and we'll see you in a minute. Right, so after an amazing race we have had, we have got a few drivers to speak to as well. Let's start with P3, and that goes to Tiaz Korsman. Tiaz Korsman, what a race you've had, and the gambles you were trying to do as well with the dry to wets. I mean, that must have been a bit tense for you.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying that me and Kevin are teammates in this case with the pit stop, of course, but I mean, that's part of it. He qualified in front, so that's just how it is. Yeah, I kind of wanted to pit both times exactly when he wanted to. So on the one where it started raining, I knew I wasn't going to be in front after I pitted. So I thought might as well try to stay out a little longer and hope for a safety car.
Wow, it was an awesome job from you as well. Qualifying did not go in your favour though, did it? Because, well, it seems the McLarens seem to be stronger.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I should have just prepared more. I mean, it's been for a while now that I'm a bit weak in quali, especially, and at Monaco, I just can't be not practicing and expecting to qualify better.
Any questions from you, Yoshi?
Nope.
YB, any questions from you?
No, absolutely not.
So well done, Tiaz Korsman. P3 there. We now move to P2. Kevin Van Dijk. My God, that was close. And you catching up to Toro as well. That must have been, well, you must have felt like you were absolutely flying, because that gap from 4.5 went down to 0.6 in the space of, I think, 5 laps.
Yeah, he lost a lot of pace because of, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he had damage on his front wing.
You did, yeah.
I think he hit the ball like 2 times. So yeah, that lost him a lot of pace. But yeah, I think I never had really a chance to overtaking. But I also didn't want to risk it, because I know I'm fighting for the championship with Tias, and I'm gaining points now. So if I do a risky move and crash, then and he wins, then Tias, then I will lose a lot of points. So yeah.
That's definitely the case. I mean, qualifying was, well, actually, let's mention the start of the race. That got off really well for you. You pulled away from Toro at 1.2, I think, within the first lap. That must have felt incredible.
Yeah. My start was, I think, the best start I've ever had. I think I was like already 5 tenths ahead, I think, of the field. But then the VSC, I think there were like 5 VSCs. That was crazy.
4 or 5.
Yeah, not even and not a safety car, which was very surprising. But yeah, the VSC came out when I think Toro and Tias didn't pit at the time, so that screwed me over big time. Because I think if I did an undercut, I tried to undercut because otherwise Rajic or Ruben would get the track position. So I wanted to stay ahead of Ruben at least, and wanted to undercut or stay in front of Tias and Toro. But yeah, the VSC came at an unlucky time.
Well, very well done to you for P2 there. Yoshi, any questions from you?
No.
And YB?
No, I just want to say, I'm guessing you were very stressing and much with that final pit stop with Tiaz.
Yeah. I maybe I thought he would undercut me because the Inters didn't felt great after the first lap, but I think the hards were even more terrible. So yeah.
Right, well done, Kevin, there for P2. And that's the end of the stream. I'm just joking. We have got two very important players to speak to. Toro, you are back at the top of the tables. Well done. How do you feel?
I mean, I'm really happy. My pace on Inters wasn't the best, but yeah. I broke my front wing. But yeah. I think if it wouldn't be a Monaco, I would lose like be like P3 probably. But yeah, it is Monaco, so yeah, skill issue for others. It is what it is.
Well, that was an awesome race from you as well. And I'm sure you were so happy after the gamble you took on the pit lane where you just got Kevin Van Dijk.
I mean, yeah, on the Delta I had like -3 seconds, I think, or something like that. So yeah, that also helped. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done. And well, the one question I wanted to really ask is, you are losing a friend, but not only that, your teammate as well. I mean, that's going to be a bit hard.
Yeah, it will be hard, but yeah, sometimes racing is less important, and yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So, Yoshi, any questions for Toro?
No.
YB?
Nope.
Right, well, Toro, congratulations. Now let's talk to our 5-time VDRL champion, Ruben. Thank you so much for everything. Obviously you're still going to be here in the chats and watching along the streams as well, as a clap goes from Martin there. Tell us your thoughts. I mean, that last race, the donuts were definitely deserved.
Yeah, I mean, this last race was a bit like a roller coaster. On the quali, I didn't expect that P3. I was really slow, like, and I couldn't practice this. I'll say later that. So I didn't expect the qualifying. The P3, it was really grateful for me. Like I didn't expect, of course, like pole or P2, but yeah, P4, P5, and then a P3 was good. So, and then the race a bit boring from my side, like only the first few laps, like with the overtakings and all of that, and then the rest it was like all the time alone, just getting past the blue flags. And yeah, I would have hoped anything more for this last race, but it wasn't possible.
Well, let's talk. What was that interesting
What
sound
was
effect?
that?
Yeah,
My
you
phone,
on the
sorry.
toilet whilst doing this interview? That's the other question. Ruben, let's not talk about the racing. Let's talk about your how you are a 5-time champion. I mean, that is a way to leave the league. Well, not leave the racing side of the league.
Yeah, I mean, my 5 championships were last game, really great game for me. And a little problem that I have is I didn't win any one of it like without the line. All of them was with line. I tried last season without line, but it wasn't possible. Tias was just better, to be honest. Yeah, really proud of them. And some of them were really funny, were really enjoyable with Toro fights, Kevin joining later. yeah, I mean, I will miss them.
You definitely were, and we will miss you as well, Ruben.
Yeah.
Yoshi, any questions for Ruben?
No questions, but yeah, it's been. Well, thank you for the commentating team because, well, obviously I've been here for a season only, but amazing racing, 5-time champion. We will miss you in the race side. But yeah, like Will said, we'll be in the admin team. But yeah, thank you for being, 5-time champion. Thank you for all the race. Thank you for entertaining us with your driving.
Yeah,
And-
thank you.
Well, from Rajic to Remus, Rajic to Ruben, 5-time champion you are as well. Thank you so much. Another clap goes to him as well. If we can get that one more time, Martin. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruben, for everything. Every fight for the championship, I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank
And,
you. sir.
all the other drivers, you're more than welcome. I mean, Tiaz Korsman, anything to say to Ruben? Be nice, by the way.
Nah, he's gonna kill
I'll
me.
do my best, man. Honestly, last season was so much fun fighting with you. It was really great, and I hope to see you again sometime in the race.
Yeah, you will see me, but not. I don't think in this game I'll race again. Just personal reasons, and I don't have time for anything. Just the university is too tough to have like one league and then studying too tough.
That's fair.
That is fair enough. Thank you
Yeah,
very much,
no
Ruben.
problem.
Yeah.
YB, anything from you to our 5-time champion?
I would add it again as Yoshi. I've not been here for long, but you have given us such amazing races to commentate on, so many great battles, and it is going to be a pleasure to say this, but it's sad to see you go.
Yeah, true. That's true. I mean, I don't want to, but yeah, it is what it is. I have to take priorities, and yeah, sorry.
Priorities come first. And Ruben, 5 championships you've got as well. It has been an honor commentating for you, and from all the commentators in this league, on behalf of Nedzo and everyone else. Yale as well, hopefully he will be joining us soon. But that is everything for today. Ruben, thank you so much. Martin, we can get the clap one more time, please.
He's not here.
There we go.
Fair enough.
Thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you all to the drivers as well. We will see you next Friday, where we will be in China for round 10. And it will be interesting to see what the championship is going to be like after it as well. So until then, thank you, Ruben. Thank you, VDRL. And thank you all to you amazing viewers. We will see you next Friday. Until then, have a good night.